Hey guys, this is Eli J. Brown / Sonic Chicken and Sarah, and welcome to my first video showing my custom designs of some of the official Bionicle sets that I have gotten, kind of revamps of each of them. And here I have the Toa Mahri, and I also have Esmeralda. You see her head in the corner. Well, now you don't. She's looking for Speckles, who's also under the bed. And if you're wondering why I don't have my usual background, it's because they would easily tip over with their weight and such. So just live with no background just for this video, or maybe for upcoming custom video designs. I'm actually gonna go in numerical order of the Bionicle Matoran prototype sets from McDonald's, although the Toa Mahri consists of Peru and Holly instead of Onipu and Maku. So basically, if I do it in numerical order, from the Bionicle McDonald's prototype Matoran, I'll be doing Peru second and Holly third. So now let's move each of these guys out of the way so I can Esmeralda. There. First of all, looking at Huki, who was toy number 1 as the Matoran that was at McDonald's in 2001. Basically, what I've done was design him off of the original Toa Mahri Huki. What you can possibly see is that he no longer has this tube that connects from his mouth. Basically because he's now on land, and he doesn't need underwater breathing anymore. You can also tell that he has a different body design than he used to. Base this off of the machine thing of Kohaku's appearance on that machine in 2008. Can't remember what it is called. I don't even have that set, so don't bother asking me what it is, but if you know it, go ahead and leave a comment saying what set that is if you know what I could be talking about. And I just wanted to give Huki a bit of extra height from his original, because he was kind of short and such, using a number of pieces to make him look better. Includes these armor pieces that we're seeing in his Bionicle form, and also this staff right here. And I also discarded the Mahri weapons on each of these guys, if you are wondering why. So that is Huki in my revamped version of him in Toa Mahri form. I will mention that he was the first Bionicle set that I ever got in his weakened Matoran form in 2001. His release as a weakened Matoran form, or back then called Tahunga, was the first Bionicle set that I got. Now, let's go on to Peru right here, who actually wasn't one of the 6 McDonald's prototype Matoran, but I'm putting him in because he is of the same element as the number 2 McDonald's prototype Matoran. Ah! That was unintentional. Anyway, made the catch. But anyway, what I've basically done was give him a little bit more flexibility in his legs. These are black webbed Paraka feet from Zactan and Evak and Thok. Just gave him a little bit more flexibility there, and gave him a few of these armor pieces here. And he includes these Paraka armor pieces on his legs instead of these pieces right here, which I used on my Toa Umaga mock. And I can't remember what type of arms he had in his Toa Mahri form. I doubt it were these arms, but I could be wrong and such. And he still has this weapon that he had from the original Toa Mahri New Peru set. And he also includes a silver mask, which is also from the original set. Just like Huki, he doesn't have a tube, because I just wanted to stick with making him be land-like. But just don't complain that the webbed feet should be different, because they would seemingly be more for underwater missions. So I'm just gonna stick with that right there. And next, here we have Toa Holly, the other Toa Mahri, who is not one of the 6 prototype Matoran for McDonald's in 2001. She includes this weapon piece here, and what I've basically done in this revamp is give her these bright blue or turquoise arm and leg pieces here instead of lime green, because I don't really like the lime green color at all, so I just replaced them with these blue ones. And she has a very nice, interesting mask. Although I really wish that the people who made that little mini movie on the Toa Mahri would give her a male voice, because she is, after all, a female. And what is kind of coincidentally about her name is that it sounds like Holly, spelled Holly, although her name is spelled Hahil. I don't really know if that's either a coincidence or if it was intended to be like that, but it is pretty interesting. She is also the only Toa Mahri who was not released as a set in her weakened Matoran form, and also the only one of the revamps here of the 6 Toa Mahri that still has a Paraka body. And I really like her wings. It kind of reminds me a bit of Rudo from the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time game. If you don't know what that is, look it up on Google. Type in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. But if you do know what that is, well, good for you then. Next, we have Jolla. And don't complain that I'm saying Jolla instead of Joller, because, yeah, I know, his name was originally Jolla, spelled Jalla, but then it was changed to Jaller, but I'm still saying Jolla, because that's how his name was pronounced in Bionicle Mask of Light. So don't always depend on how things are spelled. Just take how it's pronounced by what you hear from movies and such. So basically, Jolla does not have these tubes that he used to, because like before, he's now on land, and he doesn't have that crab with him anymore. Although I still have him. I'm not going to bring him out, because that will just waste a bunch of time. And I really like his weapon here. It's a great sword and such. There isn't really much difference between the original Toa Mahri Jolla and this one, revamped So we're just gonna move on to the next one. Here we have Kongu, who I also upgraded in height, because he was kind of the little stubby guy in the storyline. I gave him his old Toa Mahri body and gave him longer legs, just like the Toa Mahri body. And he also has the Rakshi feet, which is kind of interesting. He is pretty much the first Toa that I've seen that has Rakshi feet. I've always imagined that maybe Rakshi feet should be used for Toa, and Kongu is the first one to have those. And he does, like the others, he doesn't have these tubes that he did in the Toa Mahri series, but he does have a couple of these ball launchers, kind of to replace the Mahri weapons. He did have a Mahri tool, but he replaced it with a second blaster shooter. No idea what his original weapon looked like. And last but not least, I have Matoro. Now, if you're wondering why I built Matoro when he should be dead, and that I don't rebuild any deceased characters, well, it's because in the Bionicle storyline that I invented, Matanui actually brought Matoro back to life, so he could rescue the other 5 Toa Mahri that were kept imprisoned by the Skakdai. The Skakdai are the creatures that the Paraka come from. Basically the Paraka's species. It's not their name, it's the species. And also in the storyline, Matoro decides that his mask power was a mask that Toa would not usually wear, as the Mask of Life gave it to him as a test of his character, so he decides not to use its power anymore, just wears it for good looks and such, because he likes the look of it. And he includes this claw piece that's also from the original Matoro, and this weapon piece here. You can basically tell what differences from the original Toa Mahri Matoro there are on here. He doesn't have the tube. So there you have it, the revamped versions, my versions of the Toa Mahri. And you'll see these guys in a few of my future Bionicle and Hero Factory parodies. I don't know when I'll make another one, but if you are interested in my videos, subscribe, and as soon as I have them up, you will be able to see my newer videos. I'll talk to you again next time.